Yellow, 43. 22 needle.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Watch twist.
Cut.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
52 blaster. Drill green. Yellow, zoom.
Buzz, be ready.
Mike 41, we've got to wedge that.
Young now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Ball on the 39, here's 2nd and 5. Young, he's going to change it up.
SOS.
Ready.
To throw is Young. Off play action. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Let's go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
On play action, Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 22.
All go special.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
That is right. Hey, alert. We got 4. Check safety. 90 is in motion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 7.
Yeah.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53, Mike.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Get this.
You're all mine.
Wide.
Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So now on fourth down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Slice, 97.
1st and 10, Young. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Carolina! Traylon Burks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
McCann's got it teed up. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches...
And now the rookie's free. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
No problem there on the extra point. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On the double.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Check 41.
22 needle. Go pick.
In motion right is Mingo.
Black Ultra.
Young on 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Young going to move him around.
Ultra.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
6. Mega. Ready.
Now Young. That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out now. Big set. Cut.
They'll pitch it out to Mitchell, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready.
3rd and 4.
Drill. 52.
Check.
Off the play fake, Young.
We gonna shut you down.
That is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Coming to you. 40's the mic.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Shot, 17. Let's go.
It's Young off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play fake. Now Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Watch the run.
43 rail, claws red.
Rush in. Rush in.
Switch it.
Young off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Okay.
Now
right.
a 2nd and 6.
56. Check pass, check pass.
22 needle.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
White. Ready.
Young on first down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 99. Check
Striker.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready, go.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. McCann's kick up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Red, 38. Back, 10 cycle. Fury, yellow. Yellow, go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hut, hut.
Young.
Stop your whining.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A second down throw for Young. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
McCann's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Come on, set. Black, 95.
Here we go, D.
Slice, 97.
All day.
Hey, check mega.
Switch. Jam him.
Black shot.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
4 down. Check. 90 is a Mike. Man out. 90 is a Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now Wilson on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Set, ready. Black 40.
I got you.
Claws.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Slice blue. Hut.
Young now, throwing on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here we go. Set. 10 black.
Rip right. Watch the
22 needle.
twist.
49. Check 49.
Young looks to throw on first down. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
What we got? Peek edge. Bang.
Ready.
On the toss, it's Mitchell. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 29, here's second down at 7.
Spike 60. Smash. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll change things up. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. McCann's got it teed up. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
24 is the mic.
Right here, right
here. 24 is the mic.
Exit.
Here's Wilson to throw. It got his man complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Alberto, 77 yards. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Man, I got you. Deuce.
Good job right there.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
22, Panthers 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 137 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now Wilson wants a different look.
Push left.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Check.
Spine.
Good guys, 4 down.
No.
Good job right there.
On second down, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 29, Panthers 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Now they'll audible to something else. Here's Hines. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
He's checking.
Chop. 17.
Crash.
Young will set to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. Touchdown, Panthers. Nyheim Hines from 10 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. McCann's got it teed up. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's not going to get me. 14.
Now Wilson changing the play. To throw on second down. Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
You think you gonna get this? Check. Check four.
14, Friday.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Following the interception, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
97.
Watch the screen.
Ready.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 83, ball's going to 83.
Watch tight end.
Here's Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jeff Smith, a 23-yard run. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
McCann's got it teed up. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 149 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Alert.
95. Hey, 0.
Here we go. Check. Fresno.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go. 53's the mic. 53. Check.
Hold up. You don't want none of that.
Give me it. Pick up the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
53. Mike, 53.
You don't want this.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, D. 24 is the mic.
Throwing is Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
43 rail. Rail. Yellow.
Hey, alert 3.
Young here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Black Ultra.
41.
Ready, go.
Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Bang out. Bang out. Bam, bam. 90 is a mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. 90 is a mic. Hey, 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 hey.
Now Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
90 is a mic. It's a party.
Wilson to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
4 down. Slot, stay on the slot. Check three. Here we go. 90 is a mic. I know he ain't got it. 90.
Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.